Hello guys, how are you? Today I'm gonna explain you the movie Sputnik 2020. This is a Russian sci-fi horror movie directed by Ergo Abramenko. Its currently IDBM rating is 6.3 out of 10. I really like this movie. After the video, please drop your opinion about it. So the movie starts in a year 1983. Two Russian astronauts returning to the Earth after few months spending on space. They were well prepared, everything was good, but suddenly their lander hit with an unknown object. They saw a weird creature was rolling over the lander and it was trying to open the lander's door. Then lander crash landed in a very isolated area. No one was there except a guy passing there with his horse. He goes to check out what's going on. I personally like this scene. Pretty amazing horror adventurous graphics are there. The man goes to near the crashed lander. Its door was opened. One astronaut was sitting near the lander. When he took a closer look, he saw astronaut was dead. His helmet was totally damaged and his head was half eaten. Then second astronaut came out from the lander looking not well, vomiting blood, eyes are fully black and producing some kind of crackling sound. Then scene changed. We meet with a young doctor, Tanya, role played by Oksana Akinsina. She is a neuropsychologist. She is very successful doctor, but her method of treatments are very controversial. Like her past epilepsy patient, a 7-year-old kid, and she treated him by immersed in water. So kids' parents complained against the doctor. And this was not only the case, there were many more. Because of all these things, a trial was going against her. Maybe this is the end of her medical career. Tanya was so frustrated. She knows she is doing the right thing and she takes only those cases which can't be cured by the conventional treatment. But it seems like no one trying to listen her. Then we see Samiradov, the colonel or the head of Russian army, was noticing everything. When she was going from there, he came to her and gave an offer to check a patient for him. If she not feel okay, then she can leave. And in exchange of this, he can withdraw her suspension, which was obviously very amazing offer at this situation. So she goes with him. Now they reached in a secret research institute where she got the information that the patient is the same astronaut we seen before who crash landed. He was just not an astronaut. He is a national superhero, Constantine, role played by Pyotr Fyodorov. In 1983, space travel was not so normal thing. So everyone knows about the space shuttle Orbit 4 and media also announced that their heroes are back. But no one knows about the accident. They don't know one astronaut is already dead. Media and people only know that both astronauts are safely returned and they are in a rehab center because they were in space for a long time, so they have to be adjusted with Earth gravity. So it will be take time. After that, they can meet them. And only few people in the secret research center know about the reality. Then Samiradov told to Dr. Tanya that Constantine is a dementia patient, but she has a doubt on that because this much of secrecy for just an dementia patient not possible. A Dr. Jan Regal, role played by Anton Wesley, already doing his treatment inside a bulletproof one-sided view glass chamber. He was trying to hypnotize Constantine again and again, but he was failing. Even doctor was so expert in hypnotizing everyone. He was so frustrated. Then Tanya goes to the chamber with a very hot cup of tea and offer it to Constantine and ask her very normally what happened to him. He drank the hot tea very easily, which you can barely even touch, and answer her politely that I told this many times. I landed and after that I don't remember anything. But this time Constantine gave a phone number of her mother to Tanya and tell her that you look smarter than these guys. I am a smart astronaut, not a fool. I know something is going on. So please just tell my mom that I am okay and I will come soon. She observed him, came out from the chamber and told to Samiradov that this guy is pretty normal, just a little depression and anxiety. Because of the accident, he lost his sensitivity. Just because of this, it's not fair to treat him like a trapped animal. So here Tanya's job was done, and as promised, she will go back tomorrow morning. But tonight she will have to stay at this building, and a room was allotted for her. But that night at 12:30 am, someone knocked her door, and otherwise she was also not sleeping. She opens the door, Samiradov was there. He tell her, not sleeping? good, you must come and see this. Then they goes to observation unit quickly. She saw inside the glass chamber there is one more different sleeping dark chamber, which was again covering with a bulletproof glass separately. She asked, what happening? Then she saw in monitor screen, some changes are happening in Constantine's body. He was hysteric. Then suddenly he was fall down from the bed and something is coming out from his mouth, some kind of creature. Constantine was totally unconscious now and creature is out, taking his shape slowly. Semiradov says to Tanya, go, take a look. She was shocked enough, but she wants to know more about it. So she goes inside the chamber and starts looking at the creature. Creature was also looking at her, but suddenly it attacks on her. Fortunately, because of the bulletproof glass protection, creature couldn't do anything, but she was very much scared. Then she ran out from the chamber and Semiradov says, because of this thing, we have to keep a national hero like this. This thing came from the outer space and it lives inside his body. And he said, from now Tanya's work will be to separate this creature from the Constantine. She accepts this challenge, but she have to know all the information about from the beginning, all the footage, all the records, everything. She gets all the stuff at the same night. After studying everything, she have a doubt that everyone is thinking it's a parasite, but actually it's a symbiote. It using Constantine as a carrier. It stays inside maximum time, comes out only at midnight. When it's inside his stomach, its size decrease around 30 centimeter. But when it's come out, it gets more oxygen. Its size increase around half meter. During coming out from Constantine's mouth, it releases toxins and fluid which makes him comfort. During all this time, Constantine remains totally unconscious. As it comes out from his mouth, the same way it goes inside. And one more thing Tanya noticed that every time when it comes out, it try to stay little bit more longer so that at some point it will be no longer need Constantine's body to survive. Tanya did more research about Constantine and she found that she has an illegitimate child whose mother was dead. In her next season, she asked to Constantine about his child. He became angry and she also noticed that he is attached to his toy. And she said to Semiradov that give him a separate room and keep him free during the daytime. It will help to analyze the creature. Semiradov accepted and Constantine gets a room. Then Tanya came to meet Constantine in his new room. They talk about his child and now they are attached to each other. At that night when creature came out, Tanya goes inside the chamber and tells the Semiradov to open the one and only bulletproof glass between the Tanya and the creature. He opens the chamber, Tanya goes inside and put the toy in front of the creature, which is the same toy Constantine used to carry. Then the creature hugs and wraps the toy like a snake. Now Tanya understands that this alien creature just not only sharing his body but even his emotion and feelings too. But suddenly Tanya slip and fall down. Because of the sudden noise, creature stand up and attacks on Tanya, bite on her leg and start pulling her. Then Semiradov quickly turns the light on so the creature gets distracted and the guards pull her out from the chamber. Now Tanya understands that the creature and Constantine are the two bodies, one life. It's almost impossible to separate them. After that, Tanya did more research. She found that Dr. Regal and their team tried it before, but it didn't work. Constantine gets more weaker without the creature. But Tanya also found that there are some missing clips in the research video. Then she asked to Dr. Regal about it, but he was not ready to tell. She knew that he is doing this research for Nobel Prize. Tanya said she will not come in between the doctor and his Nobel Prize. She just want to know the truth. Then Dr. Regal took her secretly to the most restricted area in the research center, hide her in vehicle and give binoculars to see. Then she saw they bring a prisoner into a big cage. After some time, slowly the alien creature arrived towards the prisoner. He was so frightened and it chops prisoner's hand within a stroke. Now Dr. Regal explained everything. It feeds on fear. They tried to feed everything, every food, meat, animals, but after the first kill, Constantine's health was much more improved. Tanya was so shocked and next day she told everything to Constantine. He reacts like it's normal thing and tell her to meet at night. That night Constantine didn't sleep and secretly meet to Tanya, then take her to mortuary room. Then Constantine said to Tanya that I know everything from the beginning. I see what it sees, I feel what it feels. And if Samirada will know that Constantine is the creature, then he will not let him go. And Constantine requests her that just keep going as it is. After few days, when government and people will want to see their national hero, he have to release him. But this couldn't hide from Samirada much longer. He knows that what she is doing, and she is meeting with Constantine secretly. So Samirada caught Tanya and take her to the same cage and make her to watch clearly that how cruel he is. But this time, when the alien creature was coming to kill prisoner, Tanya just came in between them, tried to stop killing, and the creature tried to afraid her, but she didn't, and sing Constantine's favorite song. After this, it seems like Constantine can control the creature. So Samirada also want to control it. Now there is no question to release him. So she make a escape plan with Dr. Regal. Regal give her a hormonal syringe that will help to come out the creature instantly. Her plan was that she will took away Constantine with her and inject him with syringe in the midway. Because of the daylight, creature will be dead. Then she will took Constantine to the hospital. But before it happened, Samirada caught them all and killed Dr. Regal. Tanya took Constantine and tried to escape, but they were trapped by the Samirada soldier. When there is no way, she injected the syringe to Constantine and the creature came out, and it started to chopping heads of the soldiers. Then they escape from there on a vehicle. But Constantine getting weaker, vomiting blood, and there the alien creature also got many bullet shots. It was also so much weaker. Then she understands that they cannot be separated. They both are the part of each other. So she stopped there and waiting for Samirada. Then Samirada came with bunch of soldiers with creature carrying on a box. Constantine and the alien creature both were very weak. Then Samirada tried to kill Tanya, but by seeing this, Constantine becomes so much angry. Then alien creature wake up and chops the head of all soldiers, including Samirada. It seems like now he can control the creature very well. Tanya holds Constantine quickly and the alien creature goes inside him without harming Tanya. Then Sisha, government and media people are coming to them. But till then, Constantine shoot himself because now he knows that he can't live without the creature. And the movie ends. At the last, Tanya adopts Constantine's son. Thank you for watching guys. If you like, hit like, share and subscribe. See you in next video.